Welcome to Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 35 for Queen and Country. It is so nice for everybody to join us. And of course, I am also with our lovely co-host, Michelle. How you doing?
Thank you. I am good. Very good. How are
I,
you
I,
doing?
I'm doing okay. I gotta say it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Um, we had a big, huge
Really.
storm that rolled through Monday.
Ah.
Um, most people had to swim to their cars, but you
Mm.
know, it was like we haven't had. I was going to say snow. We haven't had. We haven't had rain
Not yet, please.
all summer long, and it all dumped on us all at once. Like literally all at
Yeah.
once. Like within a half an hour stretch, like it came down
Right.
in buckets, buckets. But we are here now. Are you on location somewhere?
Am I on location? No, no, I'm not on location.
Because I've been seeing your posts and you've been everywhere. It seems everywhere.
Yes, I have been all over the place
Yes,
this
you
past
have.
Labor Day weekend.
So I saw cruises. I saw
Yes.
all kinds of stuff, all kinds of places, all kinds of
Uh-huh.
places.
I had a wonderful time.
You
It
know,
was great.
and still managed to post a whole bunch of stuff throughout the week for the fans of Pop Ascension.
Oh yeah. I
You
do it for
know,
the fans.
That's right. That's right. Dedication at its best, right there, people. In case you haven't noticed, um, there is a Pop Ascension page on Facebook. Now I know you've noticed that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But in case for those people that haven't noticed, it is right here at the bottom of your screen right now.
yeah.
Facebook.com, Michelle Papa Sensen, Papa, blah, 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 Michelle Pop Ascension. Uh, get on there, click the like button, follow, do all that stuff because there's always something going on there, and there's pictures that will be on there of, you
Ah,
know, of the stories that we talk about tonight. There will be some
that's right.
pictures.
Hmm.
So do that after the show, of course, because we want
Yes.
you watching. We want you watching. But we got a great show as always. As always, we got a lot to
Ah,
talk about. And in
yeah.
case you are new to the show, the title is For Queen and Country, and that will have something to do with one of the segments.
Hmm.
Could be rather soon. But you know, that's what we do. Our title seems to reflect something that goes on during the show.
Yeah.
Um, and during this show, we will have some animal news.
Hmm.
We will have some sports news, movie news, TV updates. Um, what's happening? So I have picked out, a bunch of things that caught my eye,
Yeah.
and it could be in a city that you're in. So
Never know,
fans,
right?
if you'd be looking for that, and if we didn't do that for you, let us know what city you're from, and we can do that for you next week.
That's right.
Celebrity birthdays, as always. Who will be
That's
my winner this time? We've had some great
right.
winners in the past, including Barack Obama was one of my winners.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
be looking for that. Of course, our music segment comes at the end of the show. So,
Right.
you, if you like music, you'll want to be here for that. So,
Yeah.
and of course, there is some. You have a great story coming up, I believe, in the breaking news segment.
Actually, it's not a
It's not
great
breaking,
story,
but
but it's something that
yeah,
make aware of. It's a more of
yes, and it
awareness
is an
this time.
important issue, and I think
Yes.
people should tune in for that as well.
Uh-huh.
So, um, I mean, we've got a lot. We always have a lot. There's always
A
something going
whole
on.
lot. Yes. Jam packed.
So let's do the headlines right now. In case you did not know, Queen Elizabeth II has passed away at the age
Yeah.
of 96.
96.
So that means that Charles, her son, is now king. He is
Mm-hmm.
73 years old, and
73,
he is going to be known as King Charles III.
yeah.
So, Queen Elizabeth II, by the way, was the longest running monarch in
Mm-hmm.
England's history.
That's right.
That's a long time. Like,
That's a long time.
I, like, I think she's been. I mean, it's been so long. Like, I'm not even
Mm-hmm.
sure. I don't even recall somebody before her. It's been a long time. Like, I'm
Right.
not sure the year where she started,
Okay.
but um, the longest reigning monarch for England, and I'll tell you, that's a long time she served, and
Certainly has.
according to the family, died peacefully,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess doctors were tending to her in the morning, and she passed away. So,
Yeah.
so we send our condolences, of course, as always,
Yes.
to the family.
Condolences to the family, the royal family.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully King Charles can, you know, do his thing. Like I'm sure he's been trained. He's 73
Mm-hmm.
now, so he's probably been trained for like 50 years.
Oh, yeah.
so, so I bet he's been training for a long time for this, and he's got to be prepared.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
wouldn't
sure he got this.
worry. Yeah, I wouldn't worry if you're from England at this point. I think you're. I don't think anything will change. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the same. So we'll
Yeah.
see how long he goes. Hopefully for a while. You know, I mean, we don't wish any harm to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we do anyway. But that is headline news for season two,
Hello.
episode 35. For Queen and Country. And in case you didn't know, For Queen and Country is actually the title of a Denzel Washington movie back in 1988. And
Wow. Way
now
back.
get this. I picked it out for the title, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't realize that he plays a paratrooper from UK in that movie.
Oh,
How's that for ironic?
that's
That was not
right.
planned, but the title of the
Mm-hmm.
movie was planned to represent Queen Elizabeth. So,
Yeah.
so onward to one of our okay. It's animal news. You have
Animal?
two stories, I believe, for us.
Yes, I have
Um,
two
lots.
stories.
There's been
I
lots of
couldn't
animal
choose.
news.
I
Yeah.
couldn't choose. I said I'm a do both.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I
Great
mean,
stories out there.
there's plenty. There's plenty. So, what do you
Oh
got
yeah.
for us? What do you got?
Yes, now this is about an unsung hero, a very loyal and brave forever friend deserves a medal. This is ultimate definition of a true unconditional love of just how loyal animals are. Extreme flames and thick smoke engulfed the surrounding area, including a few homes that were in close proximity. This caused the residents to rush out of their homes with only enough time for them to collect their most valuable possession and their family pets. When one of the residents was released, his dog from the front yard, expecting the pup to follow him to safety, the pup instead ran straight into the fire holding a kitten in its mouth, one
Oh,
that the family wasn't able to grab on the way out. The dog and the kitten were best friends and who spent many of their days hanging out and playing together. The pup's first instinct when he was released was to save his best friend and not himself. What a
wow.
hero! Now, a tiny kitten laid in the dog's mouth, struggling to breathe from all the smoke. The owner, the dog, and the precious kitten all received medical care and survived.
Wow.
Isn't that so
That
cute?
is awesome.
A hero dog.
Absolutely. There, look, when it comes to animal news, we love stories like this. And when you're talking
Yes. And
heroes,
I have his
look,
picture on my thing.
yeah, I can't wait to see that one. I mean, I love dogs. I'm a
Okay.
dog guy. So, um, and
Um,
when you have hero dogs, there is nothing better than that kind of a story. Nothing better. I love it. I love it.
oh,
You know.
yeah. I don't have a preference. I can't choose.
Well,
I
I
love
do
all the
too. I
animals.
mean, we know how much I love koalas now. So, um,
Uh-huh.
it's like
Yeah.
every time we talk about animals, it seems like a koala always comes up. So, but no,
Yeah. I
I
noticed
love
that.
I love these segments about animals, and that will never change because like
hmm
animals are probably the best living things on the planet,
Oh,
and that
they
includes
are.
people.
They are the greatest companions, the greatest family members on this
Absolutely,
planet.
absolutely. So, all right, so that's the first
Now,
story. Wait. What was the
yes,
dog's
now
name?
this I was looking for his name. I was searching, they
Oh,
didn't
that's too
say his
bad.
name.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Or the kitten's name. I was looking for the owner's name, so they didn't mention it, but it's
Yeah,
unfortunate. But I will have their cute pictures up
sounds awesome.
though. And maybe I'll do like the other hero dogs that saved, do something creative like that. Now this story is about now this horse is so cute.
Of course.
This horse pretends to play dead when people try to ride him on his back.
Wait a minute. He doesn't want somebody to ride him, so he plays dead. That's hilarious. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
All the pictures, I will definitely post pictures up. It's like he's really acting, he's really into it. Now, now this horse, he pretends to play dead when people try to ride him, and he's so dramatic. He deserves an Oscar, and I agree with that. Now his name is Jin Gang. Is his name is too smart or lazy, but the fact is that was just fed up with carrying people on his back all day long and came up a brilliant way to avoid work. Now the pictures of Ginseng, he will have like his tongue out, he have his leg out, he's like that. And in the other picture, he'll have his eye open, like but it's really adorable. And that's
That is
animal
awesome. Those are two great
news.
stories, and I can see how you couldn't decide which one you wanted to do. But
Yeah.
by all
Oh,
means, we love animals, so you do both anyway. And it works out because I love
yeah.
both those stories, and I was ready to, to give an honorary award for the dog, but now this horse, that, oh my
hmm
god, that's so awesome. So I mean, they were both great
Yeah.
stories. I
Yeah.
love the fact that he plays that. That's hilarious. So that is animal
Yeah.
news. Look, Michelle finds these stories. She gives us these stories, and you, the fans out there, hear it for the first time, just like I do. Just like I do. I hear it for the
hmm
first time on
That's
the
right.
show. It's very rare that I know one of those stories beforehand. Very rare. I think it's maybe happened once.
Mhm.
Maybe once.
Mhm.
And that was
Mhm.
because of titling the
Yeah,
show purposes.
that's
So,
right. Yeah, and I know which that one that
yeah.
was.
So,
Yeah, on the
yep,
ropes.
yep.
Yeah.
So I never know those stories ahead of time, and I like being surprised, just like you, the fans. Just like you, the fans. So
Yeah.
this is Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 35
Mhm.
for Queen and Country. We just gave the news about the Queen and headlines, and we had two fantastic
Mhm.
animal news stories. Um, so if you are watching us, and I know you are because you're hearing me right now, and we have a couple of viewers that are on right now that we know of. Um, and if you're
Hello.
on YouTube, we now have 1,101 followers. So we've gone over
Wow.
1,100 and still growing.
Applause.
Still growing. So subscribe,
Wow.
do all that stuff, follow, share, 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 share. So on YouTube, you could be watching us at Rhode Island Broadcasting. On Facebook, you can watch us at RI Broadcasting. Twitter, you can watch us at Broadcasting RI. And of course, Twitch at RI underscore broadcasting. And we'd like to get those followers
Mhm.
up. We have 290 and still climbing. But
Still
on Facebook, we
climbing.
have over
Awesome.
10,000, like over 10,000.
That's wonderful. Growing.
So yeah, so get on there, share everything, because that helps. Everything helps, and throwing bits for
Yeah.
Twitchers. And plus, when you send us bits, we give you a shout out, and you know, we talk about you. We try to get people
That's right.
to see you play games and do whatever you do, music, whatever. So if you can't watch us, you can listen to us on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Red Circle, TuneIn, podcasts. You just go to those podcasts, look up Rhode Island Broadcasting, and you will see Pop Ascension, along with several other shows that we have, like Haven Shine Reviews and Sports Unfolded. So you get a lot on the podcasts. So go to those podcast channels, and you will not be disappointed. And you can also, as if that wasn't enough, you can go to Discord. So
That's
go to the
right.
Discord, get on there,
And there's
and
more,
like
right?
that's probably the best way if you want to ask questions to me.
Mhm.
The best way to ask questions
Mhm.
for Michelle would be to go on Michelle Pops Ascension on Facebook, and I'll put that up there again for you, right there. So like, there's
Yeah.
so many ways. And if you would like to
So many.
sponsor the show, which we would love, because that helps
That'll
pay
be
for everything,
awesome.
you can easily do that
Yes.
by sending an email to ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com if you are interested in sponsoring the show, sponsoring a special segment. Like we could name a
Mhm.
segment after your company. Ask questions. See?
Mhm. That's
See?
right.
Ask questions.
Ask
So
questions.
yeah, so like I would love to have a sponsor for that animal segment. Love it. Would love it.
Oh, that'll be
Celebrity
awesome.
birthdays is another one that we'd love to have a sponsor,
Yeah.
you know? And it would just be pretty good for you to have Pop Ascension sponsored by you out there, whoever.
Mhm.
So get on that. Um and it's less than going to a coffee shop to get your very expensive coffee these days with a donut.
That's
Costs less.
right.
It costs less. Less. All right. So
my
we move
God.
on from
Yeah.
animal news to movie news, and I got some good ones for you.
Oh, let's
So,
hear it. Can't wait.
the first thing is Cineworld. What is Cineworld, you ask? It is the parent company of
Mhm.
Regal Cinemas. So, it is the
Oh,
second
okay.
largest um, theater chain in the world.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
it it is nice, but they filed for Chapter 11. So, filing for
Oh,
bankruptcy.
shame.
This country is based
Wow.
in London. It's funny how all these things coming up, seems to be centered around UK. So it's based in London. They are in 10 countries, 747 theaters, and they have
Hmm.
9,139 screens. So they filed for
Oh.
bankruptcy. I mean, just COVID just did a number on the movie business. So you kind of understand it.
Mm.
Hopefully, they can dig themselves out of it. I mean, you gotta hope. Hey, it's Amanda. Sorry it's so late with that hello. We thank you for being here. It's been a while, Amanda.
Hello.
Glad you joined us. Um, so
Yeah, thanks for
I'm
joining.
hoping you're enjoying the show. We got a lot, Amanda. I know you're gonna like something. I mean, you're gonna love this show. So I know might be the first time you actually watched this one. Yes, yes, it is nice to see us. I mean, I've been busy. We've been busy on this show. We
Very
last week.
busy. We just had
Yes,
an
I was just about to
anniversary.
say that last week, Amanda, was our 1 year anniversary with this show. 1 year? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? But
Wow.
thank you so much for being here, Amanda. Um,
Thank you.
yeah. So, well, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much, so much. Yeah, so filed for bankruptcy is Cineworld. Hopefully, they can dig themselves out of it. That would certainly be good. You know. Also, in movie news, it might not. Well, it technically could be movie news because it is referencing the movie. Now, with
Mm.
the success of Lord of the Rings of Power, already successful.
Mhm.
And
Oh
of
yeah.
course, Stranger Things and House of the
Right.
Dragon,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones new, I guess it's a prequel. There is a bidding war going on right now for the never ending story. So the German agency AVA is not commenting on it, but all these other companies are really pushing to try to get the rights to the never ending story so they can basically turn it
Oh.
into a rebooted TV series. Yes.
Interesting.
And they are hoping that they can score the rights because they want to buy the rights and make it to a series and basically have the effect of what, you know, the Rings of Power have done for Prime already, and we have more news on
Yeah.
that coming up as well. But
Right.
that's what's going on. Neverending Story has been very much big desire by all these streaming services. So so they're probably
Yeah.
all like saying, "Hey, we'll give you this amount of money for the rights, and this is what we want to do with it." So they're probably explaining what they're
Yeah.
trying to do with it. I mean, obviously they're not going to write,
Mhm.
anything concrete because they can't really do anything unless they have the rights. Yeah, so and that's the thing. Like Amanda
Right.
said, I grew up on that movie. You know, um,
Yeah.
it's one of those things that's like, still has that cult
Oh,
following, because it's a
right.
classic. It's a classic fantasy,
Yeah, one of the classics.
and it's going to be a hot commodity. And let me tell you that German
Oh,
company AVA is probably going to make a boatload of money off of it. It's going to make a boat. Oh, and it
oh
will happen.
yeah. Classic?
It will
Yeah,
happen.
it should be well. Do
So
well.
so be looking for
Yeah.
that. Probably, I would
Dang.
probably guess that it would probably take maybe 6 to 12 months of negotiations. I would probably think that.
Right.
So, and then to write it, so you're not
Mm-hmm.
really looking at any results of anything concrete until at least late 2024, at least. So,
Yeah.
but it could happen. And who knows? One of these companies
It
might have
happens.
already hired somebody to do writing. We don't know. You know?
There you
I
go.
mean, we
You
don't
never
know.
know.
It's what they want you to know is what they will release. In the so-called leaks. They don't leak. Nothing gets leaked unless they
Mm-hmm.
want it to.
That's
That's just
true.
how it is. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's how it
it's just
goes.
it.
Yeah.
It's just it. But that's movie news. I thought those were really interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Very
so okay,
interesting.
so we've got some sports news. Me, the sports guy, doesn't have the
Yes.
sports news.
I have some great
I'm
sports
sure you
news.
do. I cannot wait for this
So this is really good. I couldn't decide. I said, I'm going to grab
one.
two.
See?
So this sports news is about Dennis
Oh
Rodman's daughter,
yes,
Trinity
yes.
Rodman, is the highest paid player in National Women's
Yes.
Soccer League. I was so excited to hear about that. Congrats to Trinity. And Trinity Rodman, now 19, the daughter of NBA Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman, is the highest paid player in the league history. The 2021 Rookie of the Year received in contract extension with the Washington Spirit. Her new extension includes a 4-year deal for $1.1 million, currently more than what she was earning under her prior agreement. A 3-year contract with the next pay of $42,000 to play in the National Women's Soccer League. The 19-year-old signed a 4-year, $1.1 million guaranteeing contract with the Washington
There we go.
Spirit.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
This is very significant. First of all, there are so many people, around this country in the United States that really have no clue that there is a professional women's soccer league. Okay. Now, this is significant because it is Dennis Rodman's daughter. And I'll tell
Mm-hmm.
you, like, she doesn't have to be Dennis Rodman. Like, there's no other Dennis Rodman. Let's be frank about that. But
Yes, everyone's unique.
because that name is going to bring attention just in itself. Just in itself.
Yeah.
And I know that franchise is paying her this much because she is making them a boatload of money. And
And she's
and
great at
she's
what she
probably
does.
the best player in the league. You know?
Yeah, she's
Look,
really
and
great.
and she's young and she's going to put that league on the map. And they know this. They
Oh
know
yeah,
this. So they are
they
putting the
know it.
word out because they want people to
Oh
say, "What?
yes.
Dennis Rodman's daughter?" You know? And then they
Yeah.
watch
She'll show
and
them.
then she's going to show
I'm not just Dennis Rodman's daughter.
they're going to know
Yeah.
who she is and you watch In
They're
three
gonna know.
years, it's not going to be Dennis Rodman's daughter anymore.
Hmm.
You know, they're going to know her name, and they're going to call Dennis her father. Oh, her father's at the game.
Yeah.
So watch, I'm telling you, she's that good. She's that good. You
Uh,
know, and
yeah.
I saw it, and I saw a lot of the highlights. She's a good player. She's really
Yeah.
good.
Very good.
Um, so
Hmm.
again, the women are probably going to be the spotlight in soccer, overshadowing all the men in this country again. you watch, you
Women
watch, you
rule.
watch. So okay, so that's the first story. What do you got
Yeah.
as the second one?
Yes. Now, this story is about the couple behind New York City's first ever Black owned professional sports team. Corey and Tamara Galloway had always dreamed of having a pro sports team in New York City. Now, the power couple themselves have made history by giving New York City its first ever Black owned sports team and have became two of very few African Americans who outright own a professional sports franchise. Corey, the founder of New York-based business development and direct investment company Legacy Growth Partners, together with his wife, has finally brought an arena football league to the country's most popular city. They had to go through a challenge process and buy-in, support of trustees and colleagues, business partners, friends, such as football player DeVille Ellis. They were able to make it. As a football fan raised in Brooklyn, Galloway had to travel for just to see the New York Jets do their practice games at in Long Island, Hempstead, Long Island. He used it as an inspiration to bring the American sport closer to young people for their enjoyment. His wife Tamara is very excited about the new venture and looks forward to have an opportunity to help set up other modern day leaders that can come see a couple that is doing something together, a black owners who looks like them, and that's doing something to break the mold, she said. And that's sports news.
Yeah, that is so important.
Very
Because
important.
look, I mean, we need diversity everywhere. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Now I know we're making strides in many sports, many
Hmm.
sports. You know,
Right.
but it's still not there yet. We still, you know, look. I don't want to sound harsh, but the NFL is the old white guy club as
Yeah, we
owners.
had that
You know
discussion
what I'm saying?
before.
You
Yeah,
know,
so it's now if they want to segregate, they want players to be players, not business partners.
right?
Let the business partners be business partners. Just let it go.
Yeah,
But they're not going to do that because they need them. They want the control.
and it's even worse when it comes to females too. So
Oh yeah, right.
it is
I did
like
segments
if
on
you're
that.
a woman of color, whether
Mhm.
you're black,
Oh, just a
Asian,
woman. Yeah.
Muslim, whatever, or just
Mhm.
a woman, it is really difficult to get in the NFL. And
Yeah.
I mean, there
They
is
gave him a hard
change. Denver
time.
Broncos are going to be the first, to change all that, and I
Yeah.
like that, you know. But there needs to be more. Like we really need to. Like you're telling me that there's no one qualified to be a trainer. Like really? I mean, come on. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
It's
There's
about
got to be a
power, that's
change.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. So
Yeah.
hopefully that franchise changes things and starts getting the the ball in the right direction.
Yes, and it'll
So
grow. Yes.
you know,
That'll be
this is how we should do it. And there's a lot of
right.
cases like we talk about this quite often, and we
Mhm.
like to see stories like this. That was a great story of sports, and I'll tell you,
Yeah. Mhm.
every step makes a difference.
Oh yes,
Every
it
step.
does.
All
Every
right,
step.
so we got some TV news. So all these
Yeah.
updates. Um, well, where do we start? The Rings of Power. We're going to start
Yeah.
here because again, this subject comes up.
Mhm.
So the Rings of Power have been getting lots of criticism from, you know, hardcore Tolkien fans.
That's right. Yeah.
Not in a good, positive way. Some of these fans are in an uproar about using people of color in the series.
Really?
Now, how bad of a person are you to complain about that? You got to be pretty bad. I mean,
Hmm.
for real, you've got to be racist if you're complaining about using people of color in a TV series.
It's
Like, really?
crazy.
Are you serious? So, lots of those fans have been in an uproar, and now the counter fans, these hardcore fans also, are
Yeah.
striking back at them as
Mhm.
as you know, they are upset that some of these fans are that disgusting in their behavior towards people of color. And I got to say, I watched the
Wow.
first two episodes. Oh my god, it lived up to the hype.
Mhm.
And the storyline is just amazing. The cinematography is amazing. I mean, it should be amazing for the amount of money they spent on this series for 8 episodes. It's
Yeah.
something like
It
seven
sure
hundred
did.
fifty million on the series.
That's a
It's insane.
lot
It's
of
insane.
dough.
So I think the series is awesome because it has some of the characters from the Lord of the Rings movies when they were younger.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I was like, wow, they did great casting because they kind of look like the actors that they had, you know, in the movies,
Yeah.
just young. And there is a question. There's a Meteor Man character. I don't want to give this
Oh.
away or anything. This is not like a. This isn't a spoiler, but there's a Meteor Man that comes down, crashes, and
Uh-huh.
we'll just say he has a beard and he's really, really tall. And
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking it's Gandalf. I don't know yet,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking that's Gandalf.
Mhm.
Beard, the whole bit. He just doesn't have the pointy head.
Right.
So that is
Yeah.
the news on the Ring of Power again. Okay, can we like get over this racist kind of thing? Like, I don't want to see it. I don't care. I don't care who plays any part. I really don't. As long as they do a good job.
Exactly.
Like we were talking about this at the beginning before the show started. Denzel
Mm,
Washington might be one of the best actors that's ever graced film.
that's right. It's just
Like
a bunch of
it's
fear.
not it's not
That's
even
all.
maybe. He is one of the greatest.
Yeah.
He is.
That's true.
Like we were going through the movie list that he has. It's like you try to. I was going to do a top five. I couldn't. I couldn't do a top five of Denzel. Could
No
not.
way. He's great
I
in
need like
everything.
I need a top 20, and then you just put them in the order you want because I couldn't put them in
Mhm.
order.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Except for John Q. I love that movie. I think that's the best way. And then there's like 19 number twos.
Oh.
All right. So one more bit of news on TV. Walking Dead, which has
Oh,
already spawned two sequels, two spin-offs, I should say. Fear the Walking
right.
Dead and The World Beyond, which only lasted 2 seasons because that's how long it was
Oh,
supposed to. It was just a
mm,
limited series, but they've got 3 more in the pipeline coming next year. Now,
yeah.
one with Daryl, you know, he is going to be his. Then one we know with Negan and Maggie, which is going to be called Isle of the Dead. It is going to be taking place in New York City,
Hmm.
and to be more in Manhattan.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is where it is going to take place. And um, besides Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Laura Cohen, who are Negan and Maggie. Uh, okay, now I'm gonna try not to butcher these names. Mahina Napoleon, Zelichko Ivanek, and Jonathan Higginbottom are also starring in that series.
Oh,
So they've
okay.
already started naming some cast. Now
Cool.
The Walking Dead finishes this season, so I guess it's going to be, I don't even know how many episodes, maybe 6 to 10.
Hmm.
So it's coming to a close. So The Walking Dead is coming to a close. But a third one was just announced at San Diego Comic Con.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
and I've never really known how to say her name. Denai Guerrera was
Oh,
shown on the show,
okay.
and Andrew Lincoln, who played Rick on the show. It is now
Yeah.
official. They are making a spin-off with those two.
Awesome. Sounds
So
great.
So that is a nut. So they're going to have 5 spin-offs from
Five.
Walking Dead.
Okay.
So 3, 4, and 5 are coming next year. So probably, I'm assuming they're going to spread them out. So I'm assuming one of them is going to be fall, one of them is going to be spring, and one of them is going to be winter. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing that. And then, of course, Fear the Walking Dead will be somewhere in there, and I guess the other 3 seasons will be the other series. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm looking
Uh-huh.
forward to it.
You'll
I mean,
see.
why end the show if you're just going to have the 3 spin-offs? All these people are still there.
Yeah.
Just continue. That's all. Just continue.
Great.
I don't know, but I guess it gives people a choice on which character they really liked. I don't know.
Yeah.
My guess is they're all going to succeed, and my guess is Negan is going to be the most watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the most watched. So that is TV updates. Can't get better. Can't get any better than what we had there. We had a lot to go through there.
Oh
I love it.
yeah.
Again, this is Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 35 for Queen and Country. We went through a lot already, and we still have Newsbreak. We still have
Mm-hmm.
what's happening, celebrity birthdays, and our music segments.
Yeah.
So we still got a lot to go. A lot.
A lot to cover.
You can watch us, of course, on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. You can watch us on Facebook at RI Broadcasting. And, of course, Twitch, like Amanda, at RI_broadcasting. And, of course, on Twitter, Broadcasting RI. So,
Yes.
yeah, so I know Amanda plays a lot of different games. So if you go to TheAmandaRR_fit, you will definitely see some great gaming. She's a blast. Um, Look, she plays a lot of great games, and you won't be disappointed. So if you're a video game fan, you should go watch. Not now, after the show. Then you
After the
can find
show,
out. Not now.
yes.
Sorry, Amanda, but not now. Um, and of course, you can. I was going to say watch the podcast. You could watch the podcast, I suppose, but it's just gonna show the picture, and so that won't really be visually stimulating. But you can hear it at Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Red Circle,
Yeah.
and TuneIn podcasts. And it's worth it. It's worth it. So,
Perfect. Check us out.
and of course, don't forget, follow, like, share, and visit Michelle Pop Ascension on Facebook. You won't be sorry. I'm telling you, you will not be sorry. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's time for news break.
It's time for news break. Yes, and this news break. Now, it's the time of the year. There's sales going on in the stores, especially, for clothing, for back to school, shopping. Um, this this news break I wanted to do for parents to be more mindful. Now,
Mm.
there was a Texas woman that tries to kidnap a 4-year-old girl in Walmart shopping cart.
Oh, come on.
Police arrested a woman in San Antonio after she allegedly attempted to take a mom's shopping cart that held her child. Jessica Vega, 35, is facing a felony charge of attempted kidnapping. The mom told police that she had began shopping at the Potranco Road Walmart with her daughter, and one of whom is 4. Now, Vega allegedly grabbed the woman's shopping cart and started to push it away, with the 4-year-old sitting inside. Now, IKSAT reported that the woman's other daughter was holding the cart at the same time, but Vega allegedly took it out of her hand. Now, the audacity of the story is that according to the affidavit obtained by KSAT, Vega initially did not respond to the mom's screams, but allegedly told her, just because she's your daughter doesn't mean I can't take her, before walking out the store. Now, an employee at Walmart intervened, allowing the mom to remove her daughter from the cart. A loss prevention officer at the store told police that she recognized the suspect from previous incidents at another Walmart location.
Hmm.
Now, in August, a man was arrested allegedly. Now, this is another incident, obviously. In August, he was arrested, allegedly offering a woman $100,000 to buy her child at the store. The 85-year-old man discovered to be on probation after serving jail time.
Oh, lights out.
Oh, lights out. And for offering to buy a child at Walmart for $200,000 in 2015. And that's
So
the
he did
news
it
break.
again? Did it
Yes, he has
again?
done that. He has a history.
Oh my God.
Yes, so that's parents, just be mindful of what's going on.
I'll tell you, it gives a whole new meaning to loss prevention.
Oh, yes.
And I'll tell you, if somebody would try to take my child, they would not have made it out the store. They would not have made it. Because I would have used everything in that store to
Oh,
get that
yeah.
child back. I would have used anything and everything. There's no way they
Yes.
make it out the store. There's no way. They might not even be alive.
Yeah, right.
Not
It's so
saying I'm a
common
horrible
these days.
person or anything, but if
Oh, no.
they're gonna take a child. No, that's not happening. It's not
That's
happening.
a natural response, to
Yeah.
get who you love, your child.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Wow.
It's yeah. You just have to be mindful of everywhere.
That's right.
You know,
Hold
you
your
never
children's
know.
hand.
You never know.
I see a lot of parents out there, they don't hold their, and they're in the street. There's vehicles rolling up the street, and
Yep.
their their children are exiting out the street side of the
Yeah.
car. That's I get nervous like that,
You
for
know,
them, but they
and I
don't
gotta
mind.
say, I used to work for the YMCA, and we used to take kids, to go to parks and
Oh, me too.
zoos
Yes,
and
years ago.
all over the place, right? And we did a lot of
Yeah.
things in the city, and I wouldn't even let them start crossing until I walk halfway into the middle of the road and make sure that everybody stops, and then I
Hmm.
go and let them cross. That's the
Oh
way I
yeah,
do it right there,
like a
because there's no
crossing
way.
guard.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I can
it's
see
just
you doing
they're not stopping.
that.
They're not stopping. They're not starting to cross until those cars are stopped. You know,
Right.
so that's just I don't know. Just that those are the stories that kind of get to me and kind of gets me angry. When
Oh
people are trying to do
yeah,
that. So
it has something to do with
so
children.
yep, that's
Heartbreaking.
right. All right, it's time for what's happening.
What's
What's happening
happening?
now? Now, what we do here is, in case you didn't know, now we haven't been doing this for very long, about what 3 4 weeks, but we're gonna go through some of the events that are happening in cities all over the place because we have fans all over the world. And Chakra from Seattle is in the house.
Yes. Hey, Chakra.
Oh,
From
good timing,
Seattle. Woo,
Chakra.
woo, woo. It's Seattle. Give him
It's
the
good
right shout out this
timing.
time.
Oh, I haven't started the new Game of Thrones yet, Chakra. Um, but I don't think so because like he's been training for like I don't know 50 years. so
Wow.
so I don't think you have to worry about a new king.
Hmm.
But but okay, so what's happening in your neck of the woods or
Oh,
city?
cool.
Mostly cities because there
Hmm.
aren't too many events out in the woods. Just saying. But coming up September 13th,
Oh,
Alice
September
Cooper.
15th.
Alice
Oh,
Cooper at Shays Buffalo in Buffalo, New York.
really?
So
Wow. That's a
so
legend. It's been out for years. Right?
Alice Cooper, you can see him. How about that one, huh?
Oh, many, many
Remember when
years.
he was like, oh, he was controversial, the way now he's like,
Yeah.
he's so normal.
I settled down.
He's so normal compared to what we see out there now. So,
It's like Ozzy Osbourne, he
right,
was so
right,
controversial. Now
yes,
he's settled
yes,
down, and he's going back to England.
yep, yep. All right, so September 18th, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at New Orleans Saints at the Superdome. So Tom Brady visits New Orleans to see if he can take down New Orleans, which New Orleans beat him twice last year.
Twice.
So
Happy?
at New Orleans, of course. So so football is here. The first game is tonight. Tonight
Yeah.
they're filming. That's going to be a big game. Buffalo and the Rams, and me and Eric picked different teams in predictions. I have
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo on the road. Let's go Buffalo. Not that I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, but I just
Mm-hmm.
think they're going to win. All right, September 24th. If you like comedy,
Oh, I
Kevin Hart.
love comedy.
Kevin Hart at the Kiel Center in St. Louis, Missouri.
Really nice.
So that is probably a good show. It's Kevin Hart. He's a funny guy. You know, all he has to do is just really talk, and he's funny. So as long as he doesn't lose his voice, you're gonna have a good time. September 25th in Seattle, Chakra. In Seattle.
Seattle.
It is the Northwest Tea Festival. Northwest Tea
Oh,
Festival
tea
at the
festival.
Seattle Center Coliseum. How
Oh,
about that?
I love tea.
How about that? So they're gonna have tons of different
Awesome.
kinds of tea. You're gonna be able to get tea this, tea for
That's a
two.
place to be. Whoa.
Um, November 4th through the 6th. This is coming up quickly, real quick. Rhode Island Comic Con at the Duncan Center. I mean, I'm
Hmm.
assuming it's the Duncan Center, assuming they changed their name to Duncan, not Dunkin' Donuts. So it was
Yeah.
called the Dunkin' Donuts Center. So I'm just assuming
Now
we
it's
shouldn't do that.
Dunkin'.
Duncan Center in Providence, Rhode Island. And then,
Yeah.
last but not least, the Mediterranea Metal Cruise on
Oh,
November 5th in Athens
interesting.
Harbor in Athens, Greece. So, my understanding
Awesome.
that this is going to be some metal music on a cruise.
Wow.
On a cruise.
Sounds like fun.
There we go. So that is what's happening. See, Chakra, we had something in Seattle because you are here, you know? So that is what's happening. What's happening?
What's
I
happening?
gotta, I gotta, I gotta watch those old shows. What's happening? I miss Rerun. So
Hmm.
he was a funny guy. I don't know the actor's name, but you know. So it's time for celebrity birthdays. Here we
Celebrity
go.
birthdays. And boy, is this a great list. I
Oh
love this
boy.
list. Now, gained fame starring as Mons Finney in the original Netflix series on or My Block in 2018. TV actress Sierra Capri is 24. Iconic figure in the civil rights movement after she became the first African American child to attend an all white school on November 14th, 1960. Civil rights leader Ruby Bridges is 68 today. Actor best known for his role as Bilbo Baggins.
Oh my.
Did I pronounce that right? Bilbo Baggins?
Bilbo Baggins. Bagginses.
In Peter Jackie's The Hobbit films. He also starred in the Hitchhiker's what was
Guide.
it? Hitchhiker, yeah, the
Guide to the
Hitchhiker
Galaxy.
Guide to the Galaxy in the 2003 film Love Actually. In 2014, he began playing Lester Nygaard on the FX series Fargo. In 2018, he appeared in Marvel's Black Panther movie. Actor Martin Freeman is 51. Canadian singer who gained attention through his covers of songs by artists like Shawn Mendes and Ellie Goulding. He competed on The Voice Kids France in 2015. Pop singer Lenai Kim, Lenai Kim, is 21. Actor, director, and pro wrestler who starred in Wild Bill, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Scream. His other notable films included Hamlet 2, The Adventures of Shack Boy in Lavager, and Eight-Legged Freaks. And 3000, Miles to Graceland. Movie actor David Arquette is 51. Played Tim Allen's TV son Randy Taylor on the show Home Improvement before learning in 1998 to focus on academics. And that's TV actor Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He is 41.
Wow. Oh my God.
Time flew. No more child actor, right?
Jesus, that puts a whole new thing. Thank you, Alicia, for joining us.
Hey, Alicia. Now, professional soccer player known as a midfielder for Premier League club Manchester United, soccer player Bruno Fernandez is 28. DJ who became known for being a host on the Los Angeles hip-hop station Power 106. He moved to KRRL in 2015. That same year, he was inducted into the National Radio Hall of Fame. Now, this is DJ and radio host Big Boy is 53. Second place finisher in 2018 season of The Voice Kids Germany, who was the lone American in entire competition. He later competed on the 14th seasons of America's Got Talent, debuting with a song he wrote. Pop singer Benicio Bryant is 18. Texas-based rapper who came to national attention for his contribution to Mike Jones' 2004 single Still Trippin'. His 9th studio album, Welcome to Houston, was released in 2017. Rapper Slim Thug is 42. Disney actress who gained fame for her portrayal of Lonnie in the Disney Channel original movie Descendants. She had previously been seen in Vikings and Once Upon a Time. TV actress Diane Doan is 32 today. Guard for the University North Carolina women's basketball team, who has gained a large following on her DJ Kelly Instagram account. Her basketball-related content has earned her over 140,000 followers. Woo! And that is basketball player Deja Kelly is 21. Actor of TV and film known for his roles as Bart Black, Sean Johnson on the TV series Rescue Me, and Steve Urkel's nemesis, TV actor Lorenz Tate is 47. Younger sister of Girl Meets World star Rowan Blanchard, who is also an actress and TV actress, Carmen Blanchard. She is 19 today. Born Alicia Beth Moore. She is an R&B and pop singer who collaborated with rendition of Lady Marmalade. Itchy, kitchy, yeah, yeah. I had to say that. Now rose to number one or the Billboard Hot 100 and earned her a Grammy Award.
Oh,
Singer Pink is 43.
Oh.
Yeah. He became known for his hit song Black and Yellow.
Oh,
You know that song, Black and Yellow, Black and
yep.
Yellow, Black and Yellow. I like this one. Which hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. He won a Billboard Music Award for Top New Artist in 2012. Rapper Wiz Khalifa is 35. Independent politician who was elected a U.S. Senator from Vermont in 2007. He previously represented Vermont in the House of Representatives from 1991 to 2007. He is the longest serving independent U.S. congressional history politician, and that is Bernie Sanders. He is 81. I think of the meme when I of
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders with his legs folded. He's like they
Yep.
stick him everywhere in all these different memes. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now I
I
have a
would say that
memorial.
too.
Yeah, I have a memorial, a celebrity birthday. Now this is country singer who recorded I Fall to Pieces in 1961, as well as hits like Walking After Midnight. She was the fire, um, wait a minute, am I saying that right? The first female. She was the first female solo artist to become part of the Country Music Hall of Fame. And this is country singer Patsy Cline from 1932 to 1963. She would have been 90 years old. And that is celebrity birthdays.
Wow, what a list! Holy mackerel.
Yes, a jam-packed list, right?
Um, I probably,
First
if
thing I
Patsy
thought.
Cline was still alive, I probably would have chose her. Just saying.
Hmm.
But this list, wow, wow.
Yes, when I
Okay,
saw it, I
so
was like, whoa.
yeah, so Ron's gonna have a really difficult time picking somebody from this list
It's hard
because
to
I'm
choose.
looking at Big
Like picking
Boy.
Denzel movies, right?
Yeah, exactly. Big Boy, Wiz Khalifa, Bernie Sanders,
Yeah, Bernie.
and Martin Freeman from Lord of the Rings, which is
Yes.
my favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite
Right.
trilogy. Like the trilogy is like my favorite. It's what I do. And, there's so many. There's so many
So
names,
many.
but you know, it's not David Arquette either.
Okay.
I went with Ruby Bridges.
Okay, yes.
Ruby Bridges is my winner today because what she did is far more
Yay.
important than what anybody did on this list.
Agreed.
Just saying. Just saying. You know. So all you Tolkien fans out there that were in an uproar about that, well, you can put that one in
Hmm.
your pipe and smoke it.
Right, there you
so
go.
so Ruby Bridges was clear as soon as you said it.
Oh,
Like
yes.
unless you have another one that did more, there
Oh,
was
yes. You
there was
can't
going to be
beat
no
that one,
competing.
right?
Yeah, you can't. Like, and believe me, Pink winning a Grammy, fantastic.
Mm,
That doesn't compare with what she did. So sorry,
right.
all of them. Ruby Bridges, my
Yes.
winner, right up there with the horse that can play dead
Oh, yeah.
and the hero dog,
Yes.
right up there. There we go. So
Adorable.
so Ruby Bridges is a hero.
She is a winner.
She's a hero.
She is a trooper. Deserves a medal. Oh, she been through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
that was celebrity birthdays, and that was one fantastic list. The talent on that list is wild.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Mm,
still looking at it, and it's like I can't believe all these people are on this list. So,
yes, so many.
and Deja Kelly, who has all those followers, and she's a college athlete.
Right.
Wait till she gets to the WNBA.
Exactly. She's only 21.
I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
I know.
Mhm.
Um. Oh, speaking of which, Sue Bird, I just recently retired. That was it. Done.
Yeah.
One of the WNBA greats. She is certainly on the Mount Rushmore of the WNBA, and what a
Hmm.
fantastic career! And she'll be missed. The Seattle
Yes.
fans absolutely loved
Mm,
her, and
right.
so we've had some people leave sports this year. Um, we lost two women, after this
Mm,
year, with Serena going with the Open. This is her last. This was her last U.S. Open.
yes.
So we lost two big
Too
time
good.
women in sports. Two,
Oh,
to
yes.
retirement. But
Right, right.
but I'm hoping, like Seattle may have an NBA franchise coming up, and I'm hoping
Mm,
that Sue Bird has something to do with it,
yeah.
because
Hopeful.
I think she should be part of it, and
Yeah.
that would be great for the NBA letting somebody in the club,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
somebody else in that club. So
Right.
so it is time for new music as we hit the home
New
stretch.
music.
We have
Yes.
new music and song
We
check
may.
to go. For new music, these are the albums that caught my eye.
Uh-huh.
Um, and normally I would attempt to get some of the new songs in song check from these albums, and I forgot to do that this week. And I was
Oh,
struggling. I was struggling to find anything good, and I didn't even look on my
wow.
list of new albums. And
Yeah.
that was the dumb part. So Youngblood has a
Mm-hmm.
new album called Youngblood,
Oh.
and Fat Boy Slim,
Mm-hmm.
right here, right then, and Devil in Ohio soundtrack, which has various artists. It is
Yeah.
songs from the first 8 episodes of the series.
Oh, okay.
So some of them are a lot of them are covers of covers, if that makes any sense.
Mm,
So they're a
okay.
cover song
Cover song.
of a cover song.
Yeah.
So some of
Got
them
it.
are just cover songs, and then some are actual from the actual artist. So it's a variety of things from that soundtrack. Um,
Yeah.
so so you can check that out, and that's really
Mm-hmm.
all there was. And I, forget to actually listen to those albums. I was listening to just all different stuff,
Right.
and I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I was not happy this week.
Oh, okay.
It took
Maybe next time, right?
it took several hours to find 3 songs. Several hours.
Mm,
Several hours.
it's a long
So
time.
so song check, Michelle. It is that
Yes.
time.
Song check.
You at home can play as well. Give your 3 songs,
Yes.
and we will give
That'll be
our
great.
3 songs that people should listen to. That is new. You know, within the last couple of months, last 2, 3 months. You know, we don't want to go back,
Mm-hmm.
10 years, and we don't want to do that.
Nah, not 10 years.
So, what is your first song, Michelle?
Well, I had no problem finding good ones, but this one I really loved. Kyle the Hooligan, Love Me Not. Now, the genre is hip hop and rap. I love it. I mean, he's a natural. I really love this song. So check him out, Kyle, the hooligan. Love Me Not.
I wish I did. I wish I would have seen that, but I didn't see it. And oh my god. All right. I guess we'll start out with Nessa Barrett, Madhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty good song. It didn't wow me,
Right.
but it was pretty good. She just reminds me of a modern day Pat Benatar.
Really?
Like she has that strong voice.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think the music was as good.
Oh,
I mean, it was it was
yeah.
it was good. It just didn't, you
Wasn't good
know,
enough.
it was. mm, it was the best of what I heard. One of the three best songs that I've heard today. But
Yeah.
actually, it's maybe one of the best five songs I heard today. But
Hmm.
I heard three good ones from one artist, and I only put one of those songs on my list. And I
Oh,
probably could have put all
yeah.
three of them from that artist. So that was my first song, Nessa Barrett, Madhouse.
Okay.
What's your number two?
My number two is by K Psy or C is Kaycyy, and it's called Hold You Up. Now this is refreshing music, great listening to the ears. The lyrics sound very poetic. It was great to see a band actually play. I mean, it's in this electronic age that we live in. So it's K-Sci, hold you up. I see them really doing well and going places.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna have to check them out. Gonna have to check
Yeah.
them out. My number two, The Big Pink,
Oh.
and they have a song, Safe and Sound. Safe and
Oh
Sound.
wow. Okay.
This one, oh my god, it reminded me so much of Howard Jones from the
Uh-huh.
80s. Because I think I mean, it was like the same type of music. Like it sounded
Mhm.
like Howard Jones. Like even the voice was very similar. If I
Right.
didn't know better, I would say that he was the lead singer, but I'm sure that's not the case.
Mhm.
Um, it just makes me believe that Howard Jones was ahead of his time and didn't really
Oh.
become huge, because of that.
Mhm.
Um, but I liked it. It wasn't great, but I liked it.
You liked it,
I
yeah.
liked it. You know, it was a more of a ballad. So I mean, a lot of people are going to respond well to it because it's a ballad, and most ballads are pretty decent. As long
Yes.
as the lyrics are good and the way you sing it, everything has to fit nice. So and it does, and
Mhm.
it works, and it's good.
Oh, okay.
Song number three, Michelle.
Song number three is by Reggie Beckton, and it's titled Sway. Now, great vocals, smooth music, great listening to the ears, great music to the ears. It's enjoyable, in my opinion. And that's Reggie Beckton.
Beckton.
Sway. That's
Beckton.
Beckton. Yes.
Reggie Beckton. Beckton. Beckton.
Uh-huh.
Beckton. Okay. Um, and my third song was our guest last week,
Okay. Yeah.
The Forgotten One. And
Oh,
so I got to listen to four songs. I should have started first with this
okay. Mm.
because I wouldn't have been in a crappy mood because I can't find a good song.
Oh, yeah.
But I loved the song "Do It Right" from his new album that he promoted last week.
Oh, really?
Forgotten No More. So "Do It Right" was my favorite song of the week, and I'll tell you,
Oh,
to me, it sounded like um, classic Will Smith style. You know, like
Mhm.
Miami had that like that slow kind of rap kind of thing going with that Miami. You know,
Right.
and it was kind of smooth like that. That's what I mean by it reminds me of that style. Uh,
Oh, okay.
it wasn't like it wasn't Will Smith, you know. I mean, but it
Mhm.
reminds me of that how he just kind of like is like telling you the story, kind of like that slow rap, you know, and just kind of
Yeah.
keeping it chill and smooth. You know,
Mhm.
it was good. It was really, really good, and it made me forget about basically the rest of the songs that I listened to for like several hours and could
Well,
find
that's
something.
great.
So, and he had another one on there that I listened to, um, and I wish I could read my writing, but I can't. Too easy. I like that
Mhm.
one as well. So,
Okay.
and of course some of the others that I've already heard before.
Yeah.
So that was at least saved me from what could have been a disaster this week. I could have been really grumpy with no good music to tell, but I managed to get three songs that I think are worthy. And
Yeah. Maybe something
so
better next time.
yeah, no, well, I mean, I got three songs and that was okay as long as I got three songs. I mean, I was like miserable at one point. It's like really another bad one, and I'm like, oh, come on,
Yeah.
and it's like oh, it was so frustrating after a while, and then that's when I heard the big pink actually was the song I heard that saved me, and
Well, it can't be good all the time, so
no, they can't all be gems, but at least I got three of them that were up there, and like I said, I really like that song "Do It Right." That's my actually now one of my favorite songs by him.
yeah.
Because I mean, I've been listening to his music now for several years, and yeah, but so shameful plug of the Forgotten, doing him a solid, right? After being on the show last week, he
Yeah.
deserves it. He deserves it, and it's doing
Yeah.
really well for him. I saw the charts. It's like it's on there.
Good, good.
He's in there. He's doing all right. He's doing all right, and I feel like we might have had a part of that. So, so that is song check, and that pretty
Song
much
check.
pretty much wraps up, what we got for you today.
Yes, that is all.
So again, Pop Ascension, you are watching us on Rhode Island Broadcasting at YouTube. Also on Facebook at RI Broadcasting, Twitch
Mm-hmm.
at RI_broadcasting, and Twitter Broadcasting RI. You can also listen to the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Red Circle, TuneIn. To do
That's
all that.
right. We
To
are
do all
there.
that. Don't forget also on Discord, right there.
Oh yeah.
Discord.gg MCW9XDNBTR. I don't know why they do this
You
to
reading
us.
it off.
Like really, like you can't just say okay, Havenshine, or Rhode Island Broadcasting, or whatever it is. You can't just do that. Like if you wanted to do a Pop Ascension one, you can't do Pop Ascension. Really?
Yeah, something.
Also, Facebook. Don't forget to follow the Michelle Pop Ascension Facebook page. That is fantastic. You'll have the pictures of the dog and cat
Yes,
and
the
the horse.
hero
And the
and
horse.
the horse, the actor.
There we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't forget if you want to sponsor the show, Rhode Island, RIBroadcasting.media at gmail.com. You can sponsor the show, be part of our success. And
Yes,
we are still
that'd be
number
great.
one on our YouTube. of Rhode Island Broadcasting. So I'm just saying, the lead keeps lengthening.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to get part of that, because when it blows up, it's gonna go. We're gonna be all over the place
Yes.
soon. So make sure you do follow us on YouTube. We have 1,101 followers. I'll tell you, you know what
Awesome.
I would love to see, by tomorrow morning?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
1,111. I'd like to see all those ones.
Oh yeah.
Unless we just
That's
totally
good luck.
blow up and then it's like a million, that would be nice too.
Yes, 1 million.
So, we're trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. So, I don't know if
That'd
we're
be
going to do
great.
that, but we're going to try.
Gonna
Try.
try.
So, if we can do that, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, that is going to be the show for us, Michelle. I'm so glad you joined us. I thank
Yes,
you.
good to be here. That's the show. Thank you, everyone, for
Have
watching.
Yes, have a great night.
Yes,
Alicia, Chakra, Amanda, and everybody else that joined us tonight. Um,
yes.
have a great evening. We'll see you next
Have
Thursday
a
night
great
at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next week, everybody.